everybody, it's me, Vivi, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. Welcome back. So glad to have you back. Back. So in today's video, I thought I'd do something different, but something that isn't really different because it was one of the first type of videos I did on my channel, and I really enjoyed editing it because I really like talking about these things. What I'm talking about today is anime, and of course I'm going to be telling you, as you could read by the title, animes that got me through the month of March. I'm sorry if my eyes look weird right now. I'm not sure what's happening with this light. I don't know. This is really bothering me. Anyways, take 2, take 3. I don't know which take this is.
So I'm thinking of making this a series on my channel where every month I list all the animes that I've watched, that I've completed, or that I've started in that month. And the good thing about this series or this type of video is that I won't be just watching what's coming out this month or what's recent. I'd be watching things that I just haven't watched before, which could either introduce you to these things, or you guys could tell me down below if I've been missing out on other things, because I'm not looking for new anime that's coming out this year. I'm looking for anything that I just might enjoy.
For this video, I won't be spoiling any of the animes. I don't like spoilers, so I'm not going to give out spoilers, but I will be giving a description, and I'll be using myanimelist.net to give a synopsis. And what I'm going to be saying about each of these animes is the name, the number of episodes it has, when it was released, and on myanimelist.net it lets you rate the anime even like as you're watching it if it hasn't completely aired. So I'll be giving you what I rated it out of 10 and if I finished it or not. If you want to find me on my anime list, I put my username down in the description box. Let's get into this. It's been a long intro. Okay, so the first anime that I have on my list is Psychopaths. I watched Psychopaths season 1. Don't come for me. I had never watched this anime before, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's fresh in my memory now, and I really enjoyed it. It has 22 episodes. I've only watched 18 of the 22 episodes because I just watch it like one episode every week or stuff like that. So I'm currently watching it for the first time ever. I think it's very good. What stops it from being great is that, for one, I haven't finished watching it, so give me time. My score could change. 2 is that I really, I don't know, I got so frustrated, but it made me feel things. Like I wasn't just happy watching it all the time, or I never got bored. It's just that, I get frustrated, okay? So the gist of this anime is that there's this civil system. I can't speak very well. There's a civil system in Japan. This system is enforced in order for them to catch criminals before they even commit a crime. And I remember being recommended this anime when I was in high school, I believe. Yeah, it was released in 2012. I stayed away from it because I just never got around to it. I could say like 10 out of 10 I would recommend watching it. I'm not done watching it, but you should watch it. So the next anime that I watched this month, was a new anime. It just started airing this winter, called Porymia. As I'm filming this video, it's still airing. I think it has one more episode to go because I've watched 12 episodes out of the 13, and it's such an enjoyable anime. I think it's slice of life. It's very calming to watch, but at the same time it's funny. So it's a comedy, slice of life, and a lot of romance, but it's not heavily romance, and it's a fresh outlook on the romance slice of life anime genres, and I'm really enjoying it. The way I watch animes is I don't watch them as they come out each week. I'll wait for a few episodes to come out, and then I'll binge watch those, and then if it's not completed airing as of me binging it, I'll then continue watching it week by week. This was one of them, and it's really good. The next anime that I have on my list is Code Geass. So Code Geass is an anime that came out in 2008, and I never got behind because I don't really like mecha anime. I don't like much anime about war. I think the only anime I've watched that has war in it is Attack on Titan. Code Geass, I watched one episode, I'm not gonna lie. This was released in 2006. I did not watch it. I don't typically like this style of anime drawing. I know there are some die-hard Code Geass fans out there. A lot of action really isn't my thing. Like I said before, Attack on Titan is the only one that I've really committed to following. But it was nice. It was a nice first episode. In Code Geass, the timeline goes such that Great Britain kind of had a war with Japan, and they ended, this isn't really spoilers because like this is the setting of the anime. They had a war and they ended up taking over Japan. So now there are some rebels who were just Japanese people who want their life back, that are trying to overthrow Great Britain and stop their ruling over Japan, which is pretty good concept. I enjoyed it. It's just that I'd probably give it like, I'd say it was fine. Don't come for me. Leave your comments down below. Tell me why I should continue watching it, because honestly it's one of those things that I'm not too keen on finishing this anime. The next anime that I watched, I'm sitting in front of my computer by the way, that wasn't clear before, and I'm typing this out. The next anime that I watched is Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, which is Erased. I think that's just, this came out in 2016, winter 2016, and I'm watching it in winter 2021. But I completed it in, I think, a day. I rated it 10, a masterpiece, because I cried, I was scared, I was frustrated, I felt so many emotions. At some points I was happy. I enjoyed every I hate myself, I'm too excited. I enjoyed every single episode of this anime. Let me try and read the synopsis so as not to spoil anything myself. When tragedy is about to strike, Satoru finds himself sent back several minutes before the accident occurs. The detached 29-year-old manga artist has taken advantage of this power yet mysterious phenomenon, which he calls revival, to save many lives. I'll try not to say more, but it's about time travel and just the cover art. I mean, I'm upset I didn't watch this sooner. I rated it 10. It has 12 episodes and there are only 12 episodes. I don't think it needs more episodes. It's perfect. This is a masterpiece. Watch it now. What else could I say? The next anime that I watched is The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland season 2 actually. This has 11 episodes. I finished watching the 11th episode last night because it came out I think 3 days ago, and so I've completed it. I'm gonna rate it 8 out of 10. Very good. If you haven't seen The Promised Neverland season 1, it's basically about this orphanage and there's a big twist in it. I'm trying not to spoil it. But let's see how much I rated season 1. I can't spell. Okay, I rated season 1 a 9 out of 10, mostly because I don't like children. I'm kidding. That's not why. It was just one step away from being a masterpiece because I don't know, it just wasn't a masterpiece. Like sometimes you know, you can't just give everything a 10. But it's about this orphanage that's surrounded by a huge gate, a big wall, there's a forest, there's a mama and she's kind of suspicious, but we find out that the oldest siblings have some suspicions about this Gracefield orphanage. So season 2 carries on from that story and it was very fun. I do read the manga for this and I can say I was very disappointed that they didn't go deeper into what happens after season 1 like the manga does. I started reading the manga after I watched season 1. And I could say I was very excited when I heard that it got approved for season 2 because I wanted to see all this manga action reenacted in drawings in color, and it didn't happen. They skipped out a lot, and then towards the end they kind of just rushed through. They could have had like a whole season 3, but they didn't. It's good. It's good. It's just not great. I tried to rate season 2 independently of the manga, and that's why I gave it a 7. It was good. It just I said 8. It was good. It just wasn't great, and it wasn't a masterpiece by any means. The next anime that I watched was Cells at Work, and I'm currently still watching. I still have 3 more episodes to go. No, I watched up to episode 11, but I still have 2 more episodes to go. So far, it's very good. It's educational for one, but it doesn't like throw it in your face that you're being educated. And it's basically Cells at Work. I watched Cells at Work before, the original one. That was about all the things that go on and all the work that the cells do inside the human body. Each cell is like a person, and they just do a really good job of showcasing what each cell does in a very creative, fun way. And oops, I just shaking my whole table. Cells at Work Code Black is taking place in a black work environment. So that's a unhealthy body, somebody with bad lifestyle, they make bad choices that would affect their health, and it's just way more exciting. It's more dark and grungy, and I really like it. Users rated a 7.57. I rated an 8, so if you round it off, about the same. It's fun to watch. It started airing this winter as well that passed, and I'm planning on completing it probably after I finish this filming because it's just that good. I've realized that I've watched a lot of anime that's currently out.
1, 2, 1.
This anime now, I don't know if you guys know, but Netflix releases animes now, and I always stayed away from them because I was like, Netflix, you're not Crunchyroll, you're not Funimation. I don't know if I should be watching anime. It always seems like a bad idea. And Netflix has a sort of a reputation for messing things up. No, why would you even make a live action about that in English? And then I digress. I could do a whole video just trashing that movie alone. But I watched Erased on Netflix and realized that they also have some animes there that aren't made by Netflix. So Erased is one of them. They used to have Death Note. I don't know what happened to that. They have When They Cry. I watched that. Those are all good animes. Then I came across The Great Pretender, and I watched it and I liked it. Then I came across Kakegurui, yeah, okay, I got that out. Then I came across this anime, right? This anime is just really fun to watch. It's about gambling, and then in this school, it's like a rich kid school. They gamble for hierarchy instead of, you know, popularity and money. Obviously, if you're a good gambler, you'll have more popularity, but it's all about gambling. Like, if you're a good gambler, you're up here. If you're not gambling or you're not a good gambler, you're down here. And it's very exciting. And this transfer student, Yumeko, she comes into the school and she's just like, she lives to gamble. She's gambling her life away. She's gambling all her money away. She's gambling just her literal future away. She's into it. And yeah, it's really exciting. It's kind of hard to predict. And I also like that they kind of hint that the main guy and the main girl like each other, or well, she doesn't like him, but she loves gambling, but it kind of hints that he's attracted to her, but they never really dive into that. They never set them up to be a couple, and I really like that. Like, just for once, don't give me romance, just give me gambling in this anime. I don't gamble in real life. I rated it a 7 out of 10 because it was a good anime. It wasn't great and it wasn't a masterpiece and it wasn't very good. I actually like season 2 a lot more than season 1. The next item on this list is also season 2 of Kakegurui, which I completed this weekend that passed. I completed it. I'm rating it great. Don't at me, don't come for me. Unless you're in the comments, come for me. But tell me why I'm wrong, why I'm right. I think season 2 was way better than season 1. It continues, but this time, like, there's way more at stake. We kind of get a backstory of who Yumeko is. In the first season, we didn't really get that. We just kind of got hints that there's a reason for her really loving gambling that is related to her family, but we don't really see why until season 2. I'm not gonna tell you why because no spoilers. I recommend this anime if you want to see what Netflix is capable of doing in the realm of anime, but I wouldn't hold this up as like the golden child of Netflix anime. I think you could find better anime than this one on Netflix for sure. Erased, hello. The next one on my list is one that is currently airing. It's Wonder Egg Priority. It started airing January 13th and it's set to end March 31st. Currently it's March 29th when I'm filming this. I rated it as a great anime, 9 out of 10. I'm currently watching. I watched episode 11 recently. Episode 12 is set to come out this week. I'm really excited. I hope it gets a season 2 because I'm not gonna read the manga for this because I don't have time. It's a funny thing because everywhere I see this anime described, it has it under a slice of life genre, but it actually does contain some action. It's kind of dark, and even though don't let the cover art fool you, don't let the silly name fool you, it has some deep meaning in here, and it's following this girl, Ai. She had a friend who killed herself, and yeah, a whole bunch of things happen. She finds other girls who are just like her. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. Go watch it. It's a great anime, 9 out of 10. One more episode left for me to watch, and it's 12 episodes. You should watch it. Watch it. Just watch it. Give it a try. Watch the first episode. So Heaven's Design Team in English. This is just a feel-good anime. I've watched 9 out of 12 episodes. I'm currently still watching. I haven't rated it. I'll rate it as... You know what? It's a great anime. I'll rate it 9 out of 10 stars. It's just a feel-good anime. I've never seen something like this. This concept is new to me. They are basically a team of designers and 2 angels. It starts like about in the beginning, God created, you know, the heavens and the earth and blah blah blah, and then he starts filling the earth with animals. But then God kind of realizes that, yo, this is a lot of work, and he doesn't, it's a lot just for one. So he's hiring this design team. It's like a third party to come in and come up with designs. So like he'll give them ideas like, oh, can I get an animal that swims but also walk? They make the animal and then he has to approve it, and he has angels to be like the middleman. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's so cute. It has cute animation. If you're not into like cute stuff, maybe it's not for you. It's definitely for me. This is my second to last entry of what I've watched this month. It's called... I watched this because it was recommended to me. You know who you are. They said, oh, just give it a chance. I remember liking it. It's a magical girl anime. I don't watch magical girl animes. I like supernatural stuff. I like sci-fi. Magical girl animes seems to be its own genre, and I watched 2 episodes, and so far, you know what, I'll rate it a 5 out of 10. It is the lowest rated on my list for personal reasons. Okay, I'm sure it's a classic, I'm sure it's a good anime. I can't, it's not my genre. Let's see, the genres is psychological, drama, magic, and thriller. I see where the drama and the magic are. It's not what I like so far. They tell me give it up until like episode 3 to 5 for it to pick up and become psychological, thriller, and drama. I like those things, so I'm giving it the chance. Don't come for me. Tell me why I should keep watching it. This my accent. This girl with pink hair, she receives powers in what she thought was a dream, but it's not really a dream. That's interesting to me, so I keep watching. It has 12 episodes. I know I could complete it in one day. It's just there were so many good anime series that I started this month that this one just took a back seat. For now, it's 5 out of 10. It could change in the future. Oh my god, my eyes are doing that weird thing again. So I watched 11 animes this month. I have not completed all of them. I've completed most of them, but there is one that just I saved the best for last, I think. Not because I rated it the highest. I mean, the highest will always be erased in this month's list. It's the best one because it was so highly anticipated, and because of that, it just let us all down. We were all rooting for you. Attack on Titan, the final season. I see you. Beautiful cover art. Has everything I love. Levi. It just seemed so rushed. And after taking such a long break between the first season and everything else that came after, I wanted them to take their time. You'd think after waiting this long for a finale, because this is the final season, part 1, you think they'd invest more time in, you know, just slowing things down. Maybe they shouldn't have made this the final season. I don't know. But so far, I rated it 8 out of 10 stars. If you, for some reason, don't know anything about Attack on Titan, this is the final season, part 1. It has 16 episodes. I watched everything. I think I have to lower my rating to good now at 7 out of 10 stars. First of all, I don't like Gabby. I don't like how Eren has become. I don't like that Armin's still a bitch because he cries. I don't like how Mikasa's such a simp now. I don't like how everybody's just like, oh yeah, let's just follow anything Eren says. And I think the only character that I like in this whole thing, and she's my waifu, is Peak. And Peak is a boss bitch because she's a cart titan. I love how she's so weird, and there's just something about her, Peak, that I could relate to. Maybe it's the lack of sleep, the tired eyes all the time. I don't know. She's consistent, right? You don't, I don't know. And then they end right when a big battle scene is supposed to happen. Maybe I should just make a whole video just about this. Oh my god. Anyways, okay guys, so that was the anime that I watched this month of March 2021. This is the first installment of these type of videos. I like watching anime, and it's something I'll do anyways, so just talking about the animes that I've watched seems to be something that I could get behind. If you don't watch anime, comment down below what you think of anime, because like, why wouldn't you? Like, and maybe we could give each other suggestions. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know if you disagree down below. Comment, like, subscribe, notification bell so that you're notified when I post. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.